Hey everyone, it is Tanya. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another apartment renovation. Today I am renovating 1312 21 Chic Street in the fashion district of San Myshuno, and we're going to be decorating it in more of a Gothic aesthetic. I really wanted to do this because not only is this one of my favorite styles, I've done it quite a few times on the channel, but we recently had a vote. We're having a community voted kit, actually a couple of them. There's a Create a Sim kit and a Build and Buy kit. And one of the Create a Sim options was Gothic. It was between Rainbow Core and Gothic, and I really want that to be added to the game so badly. I feel like we have so much rainbow stuff already in the game, so having more Gothic clothes would be so cool. So I decided, in the off chance that we do get that, I'm hoping that one wins. Why don't I create an apartment in that aesthetic for the time being? The two Build and Buy options were like futuristic or medieval. I voted for medieval, but I feel like I'd be okay with either of those. So I'm going to wait to build in those styles until we potentially get one of those kits. But since this wasn't like a build kit, it was a Create a Sim one, I thought we would create this apartment. And the few goth apartments I've done so far have not been in this unit. And this is one of my favorite units. This one normally belongs to Penny Pizzazz, if you're familiar with it. And so I thought we would tackle that today. I'm just trying to figure out the layout of the kitchen and the overall layout of the house. It's a little bit different than the ones I've done. The bathroom ends up being a little bit of a strange shape. It doesn't stay the same size it is right now. I do shrink it a little bit to create a bigger hallway space when you first enter into the apartment. And then there's a few closets in this space, and I extended a little hallway to give more space to put the couch on in the living room. But in the kitchen now, I'm figuring out what sort of backsplash I want, and I decided to go with this wallpaper from the Paranormal Stuff Pack. It's just such a gorgeous wallpaper with these florals. I, of course, went with a lot of black in this apartment, but I tried not to make the entire thing black, so there's lots of whites in this kitchen. This particular cabinet set, this countertop set, is from Vampires. It only has 3 swatches, but I love this one. I think it is so pretty, and so I thought it looked nice here, and of course, it breaks up all of the black. I tried to add a lot of accent colors throughout, but still keep it pretty dark and moody. I love this style so much. It's always been one that I've always been drawn to. I very much dressed that way a lot more in high school, not as much anymore, but that's because I'm just like, I want to be comfortable all the time. But a lot of my clothes are still really black, and I still listen to this type of music that's associated here. So I had a lot of fun with this one. Let me know if this is a style you enjoy or not, how you think it came out. Which one did you vote for in the kit vote? That was like a couple of weeks ago now. Definitely let me know. I also really enjoyed adding these flowers in the kitchen, and I added this little towel in front of the sink. I think it looks so cute in here. I made sure to leave one of the counters empty so you can still prep food, the one where the cutting boards are, because those are technically a wall decoration. They don't take up any space on the counter, so that is free. And then above the sofa, I decided to rotate this painting from Vampires of Vlad and then rotate some mirrors to put in there. This is all using the tool mod, and I ended up scaling the Vlad portrait ever so slightly too, so that the mirrors would not like clip out the sides, because they do a little bit. They're a tiny bit bigger, and you can't really rescale mirrors, but you can rescale portraits with the tool mod. So that's what I did, and then I'm figuring out some curtains. I actually used a few different ones. I used these ones from Paranormal, and then I layered the ones that came with High School Years on top of it to get this really pretty look. And then I'm just trying to figure out the other decorations I want to have in this space. I definitely wanted to bring in some greenery just to add that pop of color, but not, I don't know, there wasn't like bright colors I wanted to add in the space, but I thought a green with like plants would make sense. I also thought about adding that sofa. It fits so nicely there, but it just didn't feel correct. I felt like it was a little bit too modern, but I love that sofa. That one is from the My First Pet Stuff pack, but I ended up using this one instead, which is from Paranormal. I use a lot of Paranormal in this pack, or in this build, which makes a lot of sense. And then I tried a couple of different rugs, and I believe we once again go with Paranormal. It's just so pretty. I love the different textures and patterns I was able to add in this apartment. Vampires also came in handy. That's where this lamp is from. I moved the lamp around a few different times, and I might actually even get rid of it in the end, but I know I used the table lamp version of it in the bedroom, so I think it's a gorgeous lamp. I really enjoy it. And then this coffee table, I believe, is from Get Together, because I wanted something a little bit more traditional for a coffee table, but the base game one didn't have the right colors, and I thought a chessboard here would be perfect. Oh, and this side table, I always forget this exists. Every once in a while, I'm like, oh yeah, that thing exists. And I remembered, and I was like, that would be perfect for a TV stand. This is a base game item. It's just in surfaces. I don't really know what it's supposed to be. I never use it, and it just worked very nicely here. I was quite happy with that. So that's what I ended up doing for the TV, and then we end up getting a bookcase in here as well. I believe I got one from Growing Together. It's like the more modern one that's tacked up to the wall, this one. And then I got a couple of paintings up above the TV, which are from Get Famous. And that's most of what the living room is going to be. I think it looks so, so cute in the end. And I'm trying to think, oh yeah, I'm getting a rug to put in the entry hallway, and that's going to be pretty soon. I'm going to be shrinking the bathroom and enlarging the hallway so that there is more space to put some other decorations, and also then I don't have to try and fill up the bathroom so much. But in the kitchen, I wanted to get some of these aprons, and I also got a painting. And now we're finally shrinking the bathroom. It's still slightly bigger than some of my bathrooms because it's not a 2x3, it's a 2x4. So there's a little bit more space there. And then I was able to add a console table in the entryway with this beautiful mirror from the basement treasure kit. And I really like how the hallway came out. It's pretty simple, but I feel like I was able to decorate it so much nicer just having that extra little bit of space here. And I believe I just got some paintings on the other wall from City Living. Yeah. And then in the bathroom, I was originally going to use this new shower tub combo from Growing Together because I love it so much. But I decided that this one from Vampires just fit the aesthetic better. So that's what I ended up going with. And then we're just trying to figure out which sink to go with in here. It took a while. But I ended up with this one from Seasons, which is more modern, but I still felt like it fit really nicely in this space. I think the decorations that I did in the bathroom were quite nice. I also have a black toilet. I almost always use just a white swatch on a toilet, but I felt like, you know, we could do a black toilet in this bathroom. And I also used the mirror from Vampires as well. I brought in that same beautiful floral wallpaper that I used in the kitchen and some tiles on the walls. And I got a couple of paintings in here from Cats and Dogs. And I believe we also end up adding a like linen cabinet over in the corner from Eco Lifestyle. It's not in the regular catalog, like in the bathroom catalog of items you can grab, but I remember it existed and it came in black. So I will be grabbing that here shortly. But first I'm cluttering up this shelf. This is a base game shelf we've had for a very long time that never had slots on it, and it also didn't come in black, but they updated that kind of recently, so I got to use it in here. I was quite excited about it. And then there's just a plant in the corner, and this is that shelving unit I was talking about. And then I end up adding another mirror over here. At first I put some towels, but then they felt so small and insignificant in that space that I decided to add a full-length mirror instead, which I think is also from Growing Together. No, I'm not sure. But this is the only bedroom, the primary bedroom. I decided to use this bed from Seasons. It's one of my favorites. I tried a couple of other beds, but I cut out that footage. And I just decided to give it a custom headboard using these like room separators that came with Dine Out. I just thought it added a little bit more presence in this room. And I used a wallpaper from the Vampire pack. Here is that lamp I had mentioned before. I think this room comes out pretty cozy too. Obviously, it has a more busy wallpaper than most of the rest of the apartment. And I got a nice fluffy rug in here. It's just like really dark and cozy, and I really enjoyed it. I love how this apartment came out. I would like to live here. But definitely let me know what you think of it. Is this something that you would enjoy, that you'd use for your Sims? I feel like whenever I do Gothic themed builds on the channel, I get a lot of like mixed opinions on whether or not it's a aesthetic you like or not. So I'd be very curious about that, as well as like how you voted in the kit vote. Both for the Create a Sim ones that I'm basing this off of and the build and buy ones, because I am so excited to see how that vote turns out and build some stuff using the new build stuff whenever that is. I know we're supposed to be getting 2 more kits in the next like month or so, but I think they're not those. I think they're different ones. So I'm excited to see what those are going to be as well. But that's it for this build. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to see more, and click that bell to be notified of every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the screenshots. Bye everyone.